Hello, hello, and welcome back to Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM The Long War Assault on Starship 13 Edition, which is a complete lie of a subtitle, considering that while I suspect we'll be assaulting an alien base, I actually have no idea what our mission is going to be. It's not out of the question that the aliens might throw another small UFO at us, since they've been sending them on a Lucy-esque conveyor belt of death recently. Also an alien base isn't any sort of starship, and it definitely can't be Starship 13, since we don't have a disgraced drunken cop like Ethan Hawke, or Lawrence more bloated than a drowned corpse Fishburne on our team. Other than that, though, pretty much exactly the same as that movie. And normally, this is the point where I'd take a moment and talk about our last mission, but I'm still brimming with salt about the fact that Matt Lauer got a promotion for ruining our chance at picking up a plasma rifle. So, in the interest of keeping my blood pressure somewhere south of steam boiler levels, I'm just going to skip the recap. If you're really curious, feel free to go check that episode out and laugh as Matt Lauer fails in directions you'd never expect. But right now, we're just going to get to scanning, so let's get to it. Couple of requests expiring, which means we're going to probably get some new ones. Bunch of troopers coming back on duty, some aircraft headed back into service, and there we go. Okay, so alien base it is. Let's start assaulting Starship 13, then. I don't really see any benefit in waiting. We desperately need the Illyrium. Let's get to work. So it's time to put together a team, and this is one occasion where we are not going to pull any punches of any sort. We're taking the creme de la creme, like this would if this was a creme brulee. We're going to take the little top on the part that would normally be charred with a flamethrower or other kind of blowtorch. Flamethrower probably a little bit extreme. That seems like some Gordon Ramsay style shit right there. You're curling the top of your creme brulee with a flamethrower. You're some kind of culinary badass. Anyway, we're going to get a good team. That's what I'm getting at here. Who's going to lead? Probably Sean and No Angel Pen is going to be my guess. Yep. And I would really love somebody who had Semper Vigilant. I really, really would. Also, somebody who could get EXP would not necessarily be bad. It's nice to see that Huge Axeman is fatigued for like less than an hour and wouldn't be able to fill that in for us. So it probably is going to be Sean, No Angel Pen. Yep, it sure is. Woohoo, delightful. Alright, well, he's better than a sack of rocks, I'll give him that much. So let's make items available. We're going to need all of our gear, of course. Sean Penn, going to be headed in, got a little Aegis armor on, and is going to be toting our newfangled plasma weapon, a little plasma carbine for Sean. Going to give him a scope to go along with his plasma carbine, and that's got Sean sorted. Backing Sean up is the durable, yet svelte and lovely Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay's going to be headed into battle with our Aegis armor and a Slim Shady Memorial Slugslinger clutched tightly in her delicate hands. Scope and a laser sight for Lindsay as well. Now, if you're curious why we're giving the Gauss rifle to Lindsay rather than the plasma weapon, which does more damage, Lindsay has some psychic abilities, so it's not entirely out of the question that Lindsay might be taking an opportunity to sling a little psi-mine to power around, which means we'd rather have Sean Penn on gun duty since all he's got is gun. Who's going to be backing them up? Well, Jaden the Pharaoh Smith is absolutely going to be one of those two folks. Jaden's going to be toting our Titan armor, our most durable equipment. Of course, as the living embodiment of the sun god Ra, Jaden not too terrified of death, since leaving this plane of existence will simply allow Jaden to transcend to a higher plane, but he's not ready just yet, so armor is good. He'll be taking the Can't Take Me Home commemorative alloy cannon into battle in honor of Pink, his fallen homie. And to go along with that, do I dare go for captures on this? I don't really want to go for captures, but I desperately need heavy plasma weapons and plasma rifles, so sorry, Jaden, buddy. You know, a high-capacity mag actually would be so good for Jaden. Jaden has in the zone, and it's not at all unlikely that he could empty his weapon. You know what? I think it's actually more important that we go for kills here than captures. I may regret that decision long term because there's almost guaranteed to be an ethereal, but yeah, I'm gonna go with high capacity mags. So Jaden is sorted actually. Chem grenade, high capacity mags. That's got Jaden covered. Gonna need an assault trooper to go along with Jaden, and we're gonna take not necessarily the best available. I see Matt Lauer is tired, but I've said my piece about Lauer. I'm more than a little upset with him, so we're probably going to be taking Jonathan Slick Shoes Ki Kwan, who is a hell of a lot faster anyway, and honestly could use the experience more. So Slick Shoes is going to be tagging along in our other suit of Titan armor. Slick Shoes is going to be wielding an alloy cannon, of course. He's going to be taking walker servos, and we're just going to forego the captures completely and give Jonathan Ki Kwan a little bit of breaching ammo. I would not be at all surprised if we run into a sectopod on this mission, so having as much armor penetration as we can, it's going to be a good thing, which is one of the reasons why we're taking that chemical grenade as well. Let's grab some gunners. Paris Porno Hilton, yes please. We will take as much porno as we can get. And that's as true in real life as it is in the game. Paris is going to be going with our mobility build, however. So Paris is going to be toting a pulse auto blaster, as well as a scope and a laser sight. That's got Paris locked, ready, sorted, and loaded. Backing up Paris. Is it going to be Joss Whedon? No, it is not going to be Joss Whedon on backup today. The part of backup will be being played by Megan Desert Fox, actually. So Megan, why are we taking Megan Fox? As you can see, Megan got a level, and that'll put her up to max rank as well. Also, Megan has effectively the exact same abilities as Joss Whedon, so no real drawback here for taking... Oh, you know which one? Hold on a second. We gotta check one thing. If Joss Whedon has heat ammo, we are taking Joss Whedon. I think he also has Shredder, but I want to just... Okay, alright, that's fine. So it's not going to be Joss then. We are going to take Megan Fox just to get her the, I would say, cheap level, but there's going to be nothing cheap about gaining a level on this mission. You level up on this mission, odds are going to be strong. You fucking earned it. Aegis armor for Megan, Gauss machine gun, of course, alloy bipod, and you know, I like the scope better there. Call me crazy, but I just feel better when the scope's on top. Seems like it should be mounted to the top of the gun, not the bottom. Bottom's where the bipod goes. It's physics, folks. Alright, so what else do we need then? We have 4 slots left. 2 of them are going to be occupied by mech troopers. We're definitely taking a medic on this mission. It's an absolute must. Chris the Surgeon Brown, I don't even want to talk to you right now, sir. Shia McBeef, McBuff, LeBouf is going to be going on this mission. Yeah, that's right, he has 4 last names, what of it? Now, Shia is going to be only kitted out in phalanx armor, which doesn't exactly... may give him excellent odds of withstanding any kind of damage, but Shia is our lifesaver, so odds are strong we won't have him in a position to be shot at anyway. We're going to go ahead and give Shia a Gauss rifle just in case he does wind up firing. No reason to not have him with the best weapon possible. And for a final unit, we're going full-on engineer here, and this is going to be Kesha, who also hopefully will rank up on this mission. Maybe not. That's a long road to hoe. Kesha would have to get a ton of kills in order to rank up, but she does have Heat Warhead, Sapper, Grenadier, Ranger, Packmaster, basically everything but Bombard. So Kesha is going to be a fine, strong addition to this team. Also an excellent aim for Kesha, making her Gauss carbine potentially also quite useful. Also, I mean, come on, Kesha is responsible for TikTok. That's one of the greatest albums of all time. How could you say anything negative about the dulcet voice that produced such a musical triumph? I mean, really, I feel it's beyond reproach. Remainder of this kit is going to be filled out by mech troopers, and we're going to do something a little different than we've ever done before. We are taking top alpha dog, Justin Timberlake. I mean, alpha dog is his name. He's definitely top dog. Justin's going to be toting our Mech 2 Defender with a railgun for backup. A proximity mine and grenade launcher will complete his kit. And he will be taking an alloy belt and weapon gyros. Now, the reason we're going with the alloy belt and weapon gyros, Justin Timberlake's going to be our front man with 30 health and a fantastic 28 defense. Justin going to be real durable. So if anybody's going to get shot, we would like that person to be Justin. And then we have something we're going to do a little bit sneaky-deaky here with the Drakester. Drake is going to go with our smaller mech suit, and since Aubrey Drake Graham has the Forrest Gumpian magic legs, we're going to kit Jaden, or rather Jaden, sorry, we're going to kit Drake here out, also with the railgun. But Drake is going to go with a flamethrower, delirium turbos, and weapon gyros. Now, this is going to make Drake faster than freezed owl shit. He's just going to be slick as snot. He'll be moving, deacon, and our goal here is to be able to, at will, get Drake into a position with the lighter, more agile mech suit. Although it's not really, I just like to think that since it's lower level, it's at least somewhat smaller. But that's going to be able to let Drake get into a position to do some deadly, deadly damage with that flamethrower that we love oh so much. Drake also has Packmaster, so one flamethrower going to give him 3 shots. And that's our team, folks. Time to get stuck in. Off we go. Now, this may be 10 individuals we never, ever see again. Alien base missions, I mean, they can be just ridiculously difficult. Oh, now you're back on duty, Hugh Jacksman? You could have been leading this mission, dude. This could have been the feather in your cap. This could have been the fucking triumph that you've needed recently to really bolster your somewhat flagging career. I mean, you can't ride that X-Men wave forever. Eventually, you're going to have to do something else. And I know you out there saying, man, but Hugh Jacksman was in The Prestige, and that movie was hard. And you're right, man, The Prestige was the shit. But it has been a while since that came out, and really, Hugh needs another feather in his cap, so maybe next time don't sleep in so long, Hugh. You could have been in on this shit, man. This could have been your magnum opus.
Thanks to Dr. Valen's research and some clever developments done in engineering.
I don't think we can credit Dr. Valen with too much. I mean, Dr. Shen is the one that built the satellite,
Bradford. We have
Bradford.
one chance to make this work, though, so let's make sure we do it right.
Then again, Bradford may be so drunk at this point he can't tell the difference between Dr. Valen and Dr. Shen. Down we go. Into our alien base. Time to see what the future holds for the XCOM project. Can we finally eject the alien stronghold from South America? I mean, this thing's been here for basically our whole run. This was the first base the aliens set up. Can't help but notice that Paris Hilton and Kesha have a pretty similar look.
All the more reason
There's Paris Hilton right there, Kesha in the background.
Get moving.
It's the same hair at least. I wonder if they use the same stylist. I bet they use the same stylist. That's probably it. Alright, so here we go. We've been here before. This ain't our first alien base rodeo. We know sort of what to expect in this opening area. I am just going to scout around a little bit, see if maybe we can get cheap eyes on some enemies. Doesn't look like the game's going to make it easy on us. So, firsties then? Who wants to take the honors? Lindsay, how you feel, girl? You feel good? You feel good? You feel ready?
Aye, aye.
Yeah, she's ready. Lindsay feel good. She's smart. She loyal. Lindsay ready. Alright, so Alpha Dog's going to be up front. Like I said, if anybody's getting shot. Justin Timberlake got the repair servos, got the mad armor. Justin's our boy. What do we got here? 2 outsiders. Not really a problem. 2 outsiders, a mech unit that's on Overwatch. That is... Alright, that mech unit is actually a serious problem. That is an elite mech unit, which means it's not entirely out of the question that that guy is going to have reactive sensors. So if we hit him, he might be able to shoot back in return. Justin? Alright, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, you know what? I really don't actually want Justin to throw a proximity mine. We'll revisit Justin in a moment. Ideally, we might be able to draw some of these guys into Overwatch, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So let's have Megan Fox dash back. Now we know, Megan, yeah, you can see people with your squad side ability. That's fine. Ideally, we don't want anyone to be able to see someone, however. Trying to figure out how we could possibly engineer some kind of flanking maneuver. Don't really think we can.
Got it. Moving.
Paris Hilton's going to take up position there. Paris Hilton can see... No, this is not good. Drake, where can you get to? Man, Drake's got a lot of options. Quite a few options. You know what? We're going to put Drake right there. I'm really not entirely comfortable with the way this has started out. Got some troops that aren't necessarily in the greatest positions of all times. Jaden Smith, no cover there at all.
Yes, sir.
Jaden, I want you close to the front, buddy. We're gonna probably need you to channel the power of the Sun God in order to smite our foes. Kesha probably gonna need to be delivering some grenade action. Drake's he's gonna go on Overwatch where he's at. Slick Shoes, we actually need Slick Shoes in a similar position over there with Jaden Smith. He has a shot, 1%. Not too worried about that. Means the aliens shouldn't have much. And McBeef, you got the bad armor, buddy. You got to stay safe, son. Just keep it down. Now, the question is, how far can he throw one of these grenades, actually? If we straight up throw it, not far enough. What if we use collateral damage here? Is that going to get the reactive sensors? Let's try it. This doesn't target that enemy directly. He may not get a return shot. Alright, that worked. I'm somewhat surprised. Sean Penn is going to have to dash. You know what? If we're going to dash Sean Penn, let's dash him to there.
On the move.
We'll just make that the most tempting grenade target of all time. We might as well have just thrown up a sign that said, have grenade insert here. Alright, so he's shielded by a invisible sectoid. Looks like that guy might be down there in full cover. We probably should have dropped a proximity mine down there.
Minimal damage detected.
That was not minimal damage. 7 damage on our mech unit to start is not good. Lindsay Lohan with a little covering fire. No connect. That's alright, Lindsay. You can't hit them all.
Systems are holding.
Alright, so things are going terribly. Our mech trooper has already taken 10 damage from ridiculously long-range fire.
Minimal exterior damage detected.
14 damage. Plus, this guy hasn't even shot yet. Alright, so that guy's going to double move. That's sort of a problem, however. That double move puts us in some reasonably serious danger, especially if that guy has reactive sensors. We're in trouble. That's mutons, okay. Just listening to the audio clues to figure out what kind of row we're going to have to hug. Alright, so who can kill the sectoid? We can't leave that guy mind-linked. It's too big of a problem. At this point, though, we can't really afford to send Justin Timberlake running pell-mell at the enemy because he's going to get his shit caved in. Justin is not in a good position. Alright, who do we have that can do something about the sectoid, perhaps? Paris? You don't have a shot at him, do you? Looks like no. Paris does not. We've got to get the sectoid killed. We also don't necessarily even know where it's at. That's the real problem. Now, Slick Shoes does not have lightning reflexes, which is a problem for us. Since there is an enemy over there on Overwatch. Alright, so we're gonna have to... Alright, we gotta try and expose that, we've got to try and expose the sectoid. We've got to get this guy's shield down. And we also want to try and minimize some of the damage coming into our mech trooper here, since old Justin Timberlake decided to let every single person in the world go ahead and hit him this turn. So the sectoid should be somewhere in that neighborhood. Let's see if we can maybe reveal him so that someone can get a shot by destroying his cover. Did that help at all? Yes, no, maybe. Like, no. I'm gonna go with no. Although, if we move Drake to there, he should theoretically have at least a shot at the guy. He's gonna take one. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's just draw the Overwatch. Alright, so we got a lucky miss there for Drake. That's good. Now remember, Drake is our flame unit. Is that a sectoid commander that's linking the guy? Oh, fuck. We are not going to be able to kill a sectoid commander, even on a critical. 15 damage crit from the Drakester, and still didn't get him dead. Paris Hilton, please tell me you can shoot that man. You're a bitter disappointment, Paris. Do we have anyone else who could get a shot at him? Anyone. Literally anyone. Aiden Smith, maybe. No. Do we have somebody who could get a grenade over there? Where's Kesha? Ooh. That's an idea. Not necessarily a good idea, but it is I don't think Kesha's going to be able to throw one that far, to be perfectly honest. Also, this leaves her in a terrible position if we can't get it that far. We've got to try. That thing has got to die. We've got to get him. We can't kill that mechtoid until... this should be just enough. Alright, Kesha, I love you. I love you dearly, Kesha. You are a fantastic trooper. I know I said some discourteous things about TikTok earlier in facetiousness, but really, I should have kept my mouth shut because you are a lifesaver, my dear. This is going to end this mechtoid shit right here. Unless it has reactive sensors, in which case Lindsay Lohan's probably dead. Well, it does not, though, so we got lucky. Lindsay, why don't you take 2 shots and finish that chump stain off, or at least put a good hurting on him. Well... Alright, I was about to criticize you harshly, Lindsay, and question just exactly how drunk you were today, but You rallied it up a bit, so, you know, all right. Megan Fox can't move, so we're going to have her take one shot here and try and finish this guy. All right, so that's a hit and a kill. Megan Fox, like Rommel, her namesake, getting shit done for us. Getting the job done, and with the double tap, she's going to have at least a shot, not necessarily a good shot, but a shot at one of these outsiders. Delivering a hit and a shred, that's fantastic. Jaden, no. Shia, you're good right where you're at, buddy. So what can you do with a twin shot here, Paris? Twin 69% hit chances? Well, it is your favorite position, Paris, so it seems like you should seize on the opportunity to indulge. I think that second shot was a miss. That's alright, Paris. We still love you. Got some potential here with a run and gun. I can't say I really necessarily like it, but could possibly get some work done for us. I think Jaden Smith is probably going to wind up throwing a mind fray. Yeah, that's actually exactly what we're going to do. We're going to bring Jaden up here. Jaden will have a copious number of targets, and Jaden's going to mind fray a unit. So 89%. I'm actually more worried about those guys. Let's mind fray that dude. Pretty good chance for Jaden to pull this off. Just as I'm praising you, Jaden, Cypher Rage is going to be most displeased. Most displeased. Reasonable chance here for Sean Penn to score a hit. Alright, so it is a hit for Sean Penn, and he's then going to try and close that guy out with a double tap rapid fire style. Alright, Sean Penn getting the job done. We scored a kill. I don't know why he took the second shot. Really didn't need that one, but
On the move.
know what you're thinking there, buddy. Jonathan Keyquan has a flank shot. It's actually not terrible. We're going to take it. If this hits, it's a kill. Not sure why I doubted Slick Shoes. The man is irreproachable in his both personal life and professional life. He is fantastic. Now, we do have the repair servos going, so some of that damage that Justin Timberlake ignobly suffered is going to be repaired, but still, he's starting out in a much bigger hole than I care for.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
Okay, taking a shot at old Slick Shoes. Slick Shoes, stay strong. Saved by his pinchers of power. Here comes some chrysalids, and, you know, honestly, I have no real fear of chrysalids, but that gigantic pod of fucking heavy floaters has me terrified. Seriously, that is a monstrous pod of heavy floaters. That's like 6 heavy floaters. That's going to be very, very, very difficult to deal with. Oh, man. Yeah, this is not good, folks. This is like the time Paris Hilton, you know, well, her dad called her up to the office and told her about inheritance rights and things like that. Basically, what he was doing was just priming her to accept the fact that she was not going to be picking up the family business. Paris, of course, didn't exactly realize what was going on at the time, but she later came to grips with the situation and really sort of regretted the fact that she was rather wanton in some of her behaviors and didn't necessarily do her papa proud. She realized that perhaps mistakes had been made in her life. Drake, would really like you to shoot. Can you just shoot? You can see him from here. You just have a terrible hit percent. We may revisit you in a moment then. Anyway, while Paris Hilton ruminates, let's bring JT down here to finish this guy off. I'm actually tempted to have him throw a proximity mine behind us just to slow down those chrysalids, but it's more important to get this guy dead. So, of course, Justin Timberlake misses a 95% shot to make that as difficult as possible. Thanks a lot, Justin. Nice work, buddy. Nice work. You know, I never liked your most recent album. I didn't like it at all. Kesha, can you at least hollow target that guy? Oh, you didn't hit him, but you did get him hollow targeted, so we got that going for us. Sean Penn with a 98%, and I'm going to take 2 83s instead and empty his weapon. Hit 1. Hit 2. So Sean Penn has been lights out, folks. Spot on has been the pin. Really irreproachable performance from him thus far. Probably something that has not to date been said about Sean Penn. That he gave an irreproachable performance. I think it's probably the first time in his career anyone has uttered those words.
On Overwatch.
Slick Shoes, what to do with you, buddy. Why don't you come up here into this half cover? I know there's an outsider out there somewhere lurking.
Let's rock.
Slick Shoes is going to reload. McBeef, you're good right where you're at, buddy.
Commander.
We got to send somebody over to sort of worry. You know what? Screw it. We're going to let him fall back. At this time, he'll come back towards us.
Well, it looks like we found where they've been taking the abductees.
Just now noticing that, Dr. Valen?
But
What, were you on a
still
break?
doesn't explain what the purpose of
I mean,
all
we've been
this
feeding
is.
back footage of this mission for a goodly while now, and you're just now catching on? I gotta wonder what you've been up to.
Got my eyes on.
Pretty sure the footage of this mission is not the footage that Dr. Valen has been watching. I think it's pretty safe to say Dr. V has probably been watching some of her own custom footage. So there's our chrysalid dead. Was that guy by himself? Was that one chrysalid? Alright, so no, there are more chrysalids somewhere. There's a pod of seekers and what appears to be a thin man. So are the aliens converging on us? It looks like they're all coming, they're closing in. Maybe that outsider fell back and spawned them? Not entirely sure. Alright, so we need to be very, very wary of chrysalids here. There's something down in that area that appears to be moving about. Did Megan Fox have a shot at something? What do you guys have shots at? Oh, seekers. Alright, that means Megan Fox probably also has a shot at a seeker. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. 81% here, Megan Fox likely to pull her second kill of the mission. Not quite. She should have double tap, though. Yeah, she'll go ahead and finish it off. I have confidence in you, Megan. Yeah, that's right.
Kill
I
confirmed.
can see why Brian Austin Green is, thinks you're the cat's meow, my dear.
I'm on the move.
It might possibly be because you are, in fact, the cat's meow. So this guy has now a number of targets. What do we got? That is a lot of fucking heavy floaters. 4 heavy floaters. Alright, so Jonathan Keyquan is more than likely not going to stay where he is. On the plus side, if possible, I would like to pull those heavy floaters back at us into some Overwatch. Speaking of Overwatch, McBeef, why don't you get on that? Jaden, I actually like you. You know what? I think we may just take an Overwatch turn and then have Jonathan Keyquan fall back. Timberlake is going to reload and reposition. So we're going to move JT to there, and assuming no one can see him, which it can't, Justin is safe.
Ammunition
Justin's going to reload. Sean Penn likewise going to reload and get a little bit of Overwatch done for us.
I feel it, Commander.
Drake is good. Not just performance-wise, because, you know, he is that too.
moving.
The man started on the bottom, and now he's here.
Scanning.
Paris Hilton's going to reload. Probably should have put Paris on Overwatch, in all honesty, but a reload, not a terrible compromise. She needed ammo. And Jonathan Keyquan's going to fall back to safety into the cover of our Overwatch. And if the aliens are willing to come to us, we're going to let them. We'll just let them come and take their Overwatch. Come get your medicine. We're going to go Selena Gomez on them, folks. If you want it, come and get it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. When you're ready, come and get it. Sniper Thin Man, little does he know that Jaden Smith in our Titan armor does not give 2 shits about that guy's acid. Jaden Smith don't care. Acid, he don't care. Acid don't mean shit to Jaden Smith. So apparently the aliens, not ready, not gonna come and get it. Nah, 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 nah. Although that guy's gonna get it, because Megan Fox got squad sight. Megan Fox can see him from there. Yeah, how do you like that? How do you like them apples? Now, we could have Jaden Smith dash up and do some mad in the zoning, but really probably not a great idea. Can the Alpha Dog contribute anything from here? What can you do with a grenade, AB? Can you get one up there? Ooh, we can, sort of. You know what? I like that. Launch it. Justin Timberlake striking from the shadows like a ninja from out of line of sight and scored a kill on Senor Thin Man there. So fantastically done. I'm very well pleased with that. Also, that means their squad sight unit is gone. Now, we do have one problem in that. I'm guessing there are between 40 and 50 million Seekers all up-ins our shit right at the moment. And we can't have them up-ins our shit. So it's going to be a battle scanner here. We're going to try and decloak those bitches. Yeah, there we go. So while there's not a bunch of them up ins our shit, there's exactly one, in fact, which I'm not sure constitutes a level of up in your shit. Jaden Smith with 2 terrible hit chances. Kesha, you may be able to finish him off. Go ahead and take a shot. Not
Missed.
not your finest hour. It's okay. Lindsay Lohan's got you covered. I mean, not entirely covered, just sort of covered. Lindsay, I want you on Overwatch with your second move. Sean Penn can finish this guy off and then do a little bit of overwatching of his own. Gotta say, Sean Penn really racking up the kills here.
Covering now.
I said he was lights out, folks. I wasn't kidding, man. He's been spot on. Drake is going to take a little bit of move here in order to get himself out of line of sight. Drake doesn't exactly have the most fantastic armor on the team right now.
Moving to Overwatch.
He's wearing our light mech suit, remember.
Got it covered.
So, Jaden Smith can see precisely 1 unit. Do we have Jaden fall back? And if we do, is there anywhere good he could theoretically get to? It's going to trigger a lot of Overwatch. And the answer is yes. So Jaden is going to fall back. Every confidence that the Sun God Ra, no problem dodging this. His lightning reflexes, of course, never fail him. Cypher Rage taught him well. Jaden able to channel and master his fear at will. And here comes some Overwatch for Johnny Floater. A big 8 damage from Lindsay Lohan. That's a strong delivery, Lindsay. That's all they're going to pull, huh? One guy took 1 shot of Overwatch. This is going to be an exciting turn, then. Where are those chrysalids? We sort of got to keep an eye on those chrysalids, although from where we're at, I really feel that if any chrysalids were approaching, we would see them. Seeker stealth and is going to immediately get unstealth in his same move. Then re-stealthed again? We have a battle scanner up. Those guys shouldn't be sneaking anywhere. Alright, well. So we've got our corridor of death, and it looks like we're just, we're going to stick to it. We're going to take our 81% chance here with Megan Fox. That was,
Enemy is still alive.
yeah, you're exactly right. Damn it, the enemy is still alive. That was very poorly done, Megan Fox. That could have been 2 kills there, and instead was only 1. Disappointing, my dear. So I guess, final grenade then for Justin T. Nicely, this may get a kill, actually. Justin has heat warheads, so this robot may take some serious damage. There we go, just enough. Good day, sir. I say to you, good day. Kesha, oh, Kesha can't see him. Really wanted Kesha to be able to get a shot there. Alright, so Jaden, we need you to trigger the Overwatch.
Moving out.
The physical embodiment of the Sun God Ra, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Proving exactly why he is, in fact, a god. What do we got behind him? 1, 2... 2 floaters, which those guys I don't think have even moved. And there's a Seeker back there, which I'm not really very concerned about. Slick Shoe's not going to get a shot. Lindsay Lohan can get a shot. A couple shots, actually. 3 shots, in fact. Who else can see him? I'd like to get him hollow targeted if possible.
Moving.
Can we put Kesha over here and have her hollow target? Yes, we can. Alright, so Kesha's going to give us a hit bonus, possibly some damage. She's on a coin flip. Yeah, not quite. That's alright,
Adjusting
Kesha.
sights.
You did your job. You gave Lindsay Lohan the better chance to hit. This is why you contribute more than you get credit for, Kesha. Your contributions to both XCOM and the music scene really totally undervalued. Sure, you don't have the highest kill total in the world, and Lindsay Lohan completely fucking mucked the opportunity you gave her by spraying bullets wildly into the air to no effect at all. But, you still did us a good turn, so we can't really fault you. Why don't you go ahead and... What could Jaden Smith see? I don't like the fact that Jaden Smith can even see an enemy. That's, not good. Slick Shoes is just, gonna continue to Overwatch. As is probably McBeef.
Affirmative. Covering now.
We really want to get Sean Penn up. Well, if we put him there, he won't be able to fire anyway, so that wouldn't do us a whole lick of good, would it? Let's just have Sean Penn reload and go on Overwatch, I guess.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Drake,
Got it.
keep doing your thing, buddy. Paris, also Overwatch. And so it looks like the rest of these Seekers are finally, or floaters rather, finally coming in to get into the fight. There is no way he can throw a grenade that far. That is fucking horse shit. That is like a 17-mile grenade toss. Do those guys have fucking bombard or something? What the shit? That is horse shit. So we're in a bad way then. We've got a bunch of troopers badly exposed now, and some of them very, very badly injured. This is not at all good. I can't believe that that guy could throw a grenade that far. I want to see if Kesha can throw one back. If Kesha can't throw one that far back, that means that guy has fucking bombard. That's ridiculous bullshit. Yeah, that guy has bombard. That's absolute horse shit. Alright, so we've got no choice but to move forward then. We've got to advance on these units. Slick Shoes is, even at the advance, is not going to have a fantastic opportunity to do a whole lot of damage for us. Lindsay Lohan is out of ammo. That's not good. Timberlake could be able to get... Well, he can't really flank that enemy because he's flying. But here goes Justin T. Drawing a whole bunch of Overwatch fire from... Okay, yeah. There's 8,000 fucking floaters back there. Every floater in the world. Also a Seeker who is stealth. That's actually the least of our worries. Seeker is now unstealthed. I'm a little bit salty about this front-loaded pod here. This is a lot of bullshit. And this grenade guy, that's complete nonsense. Heavy floaters do not need fucking bombard. That's stupid. That should not even be on their list of possible abilities.
Moving out.
Oh, and more Overwatch, of course. Why not? There are 800 roughly guys back there. I know this is an alien base, but still. That is some slack, man. Even Cypher Rage never faced obstacles like this. This is ridiculous. We have... Jaden Smith has a lot of really bad shots. We can't group our troopers up because apparently these floaters can throw grenades 600 miles. Also, we sort of need to get Kesha healed at this point. She's very badly injured. This is actually probably going to get Kesha dead. That guy's going to be able to hit him with a grenade.
No rounds.
Lindsay Lohan is out of ammo. Fortunately, she can reload and then still rapid fire. Maybe. You should be able to, but it looks like there's some kind of bug or something that's not tracking Lindsay's ammunition correctly. Alright, so this should be a kill. One of these is bound to hit. And that's why Lindsay shoots twice, folks. Sean Penn, you have got to get into the fight. Seriously, you can't just sit back here and do nothing all day. Move your ass. Jaden Smith is in a bad position. Just a bad spot. Paris Hilton, why can't you move? Alright, my salt level's getting out of control. Terribly salty. Much anger. How the hell can there possibly be another guy back there on Overwatch? How many heavy floaters are in that pod? 50? Was there like 9 pods of heavy floaters? All piled into one little wad? This is... Oh, I'm real pissed off. I'm not sure we're going to be able to continue this, actually. We may have to fall back. Jaden Smith is really better served to just mine fray, actually. I'm sure this will fail. No surprise, so Jaden Smith's psychic power is really not panning out as well as we had hoped. He's tried a whopping 2 psychic attacks, and guess what, folks? Both have failed. So here comes Drake to fling himself bodily into harm's way in an effort to try and keep some of these pathetic losers alive. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really sure it's worth Drake's effort. He might be better served to just give up and go home. He did kill a floater, of course, because that's what Drake does. Drake kills shit. Paris Hilton can't contribute a damn thing.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Not sure why Paris Hilton suddenly has such terrible, terrible movement. Megan Fox, speaking of movement, is going to be forced to reposition. So we're just going to have Megan Fox reload, because that's all she's got. And McBeef is going to continue to not really do much of anything. We're going to need McBeef at the end of this to patch some folks up, assuming nobody's dead. On the plus side, McBeef, not exactly a motivated healer, but if everybody's dead, he won't really have to worry about healing anybody, because
Hostile target
dead is dead.
to withdraw.
Hey, there's our outsider friend. I see he's still running around, spawning everything he can spawn. Floater's falling back. That's unexpected. So apparently there were 2 pods of floaters. 2 pods of heavy floaters. Large pods of heavy floaters, I'd like to add. They're all falling back. I'm actually even saltier about the fact that they won't even engage us. And I'm still concerned about where those chrysalids might be. This mission is going very badly, folks. Very badly. Also, these Seekers could really do some serious harm to Jonathan Key Kwan. I'm desirous, actually, that the Seekers come in and strangle Jonathan Key Kwan, since he took some of the most bullshit Overwatch of all time. I'd prefer they just dropped in for the strangle. On the plus side, one of those floaters is just dead. Drake is just straight up gonna kill it. Megan Fox. Can't miss. Well, good. So, Megan Fox, I would like for you to double tap and kill that gentleman, please. Thank you. Please kill him. So in a bad mission, the one bright spot thus far has been Megan Fox. She is the candle beneath the bushel, the light in our eyes, and I'm beginning to completely understand what Brian Austin Green sees in her. I mean, I always wondered. I mean, sure, she's, you know, sort of desperately hot and whatnot, but that's not any kind of grounds to base. That's the kind of thing you base an entire marriage off of, folks. Come on, Jonathan, you can't, I mean, that's not the basis for an entire marriage. And let's face it, Brian Austin Green, he's not some shallow punk. Brian Austin Green is he's a stand-up guy. Kesha needs, you know what? Kesha's gonna reload.
Reloaded.
She's sort of out of options, really, which is why Kesha's gonna reload. And I'm worried about there being like 19 Seekers on Overwatch up here. So we're going to have Jaden Smith complete that. Alright, so there are no Seekers on Overwatch, or at least not in that area. Which probably means the Seekers have all backed up and are waiting to strangle Shia. Waiting to strangle McBeef, but I got bad news for Mr. Floater here. Aubrey Drake Graham is going to close encounters him off of this little base. Good day, sir. Actually, he... With his hit percentage, it's possible he may not get the kill here. Drake only with an 80% to hit despite being directly beneath the guy. Of course, that does speak to the floaters flying. Does give you a good defensive bonus, but Drake didn't let us down.
Ammo on reserve. X-ray neutralized.
Paris Hilton, how can you not leapfrog from cover to cover? I don't know why I call you a mobility unit. There's nothing mobile about you. Also, we kind of needed you on Overwatch. Jonathan Key Kwan's going to be on Overwatch. McBeef's got to find some cover. We do have Seekers around. McBeef's going to get on Overwatch. Lohan, reloading, going to go for Overwatch. Timby, also overwatching. John Penn, going to overwatch as well. And our mech units are going to make use of their repair servos. That was a double move, I believe, was it not? Yes, it was. Good. So those chrysalids really have me worried. There's our Seeker. That guy is dead. He's dead. There's no question about it. Alright, that's what I was expecting. Well done, everyone. Good job. Ah, well, Lindsay Lohan, Shia McBeef. Oh, look at this firing line. That's some Hollywood drama shit right there. Michael Bay could not have directed a better coordinated attack. And Megan Fox taking a little bit of strangulation. That ain't Megan's first rodeo. And Paris Hilton has finally found something for her to shoot at. Charles in charge over Paris. Thanks for showing up. Alright, so that's a kill for Paris Hilton. Megan Fox then is going to have, well, what is frankly a terrible, terrible, terrible shot at that guy. We're still going to take it because she has nothing else. Also, Megan Fox is eager for a little bit of payback, coming up with some mad damage there. And Jonathan Key Kwan is going to take a little bit of double tap action here. Oh, enjoy this shotgun to the mouth, sir. Did you enjoy that shotgun in your mouth? No? Well, feel free to fill out one of the comment cards then. We'll let management know that shotgun in the mouth was not to your liking, but I gotta say, company policy is when Seekers decloak to give them shotguns in the mouth, so don't expect that policy to change anytime soon. How much damage is Megan Fox down? Enough that she warrants a heal. Also, since Megan Fox has been one of our few healers, or one of our few units who's doing a goddamn thing, we're patching her up. Megan Fox is getting fixed, folks. That's just the way it's going to go.
Aye, aye, Commander.
The Pharaoh going to reconsider his position on the Egyptian pantheon by falling back. Kesha in dire straits is going to go over, seek a little bit of assistance from McBeef. McBeef, can you throw one of those heals my way, please? Maybe a little bit. Please, please. I'm hurt real bad. There possibly could still be a Seeker around, so we're going to just one tile Overwatch for Lindsay.
Good to go.
Timby's going to reload. Justin Timberlake also pretty badly hurt. It's going to be a reload and Overwatch for Sean Penn.
Scanning.
And the Drakester. We're going to put the Drake right there. Drake, of course, going to quack the whole way. He is known for that as a Drake, which is a term for a male duck. Still chrysalid somewhere. Still nervous about that. I think we've killed everything but one floater and that outsider. Don't know where that outsider is, though. Let's switch to Drake. We're just going to make sure that everywhere is safe, and once we've done that, we may go ahead and wrap things up. Just see here. We just want to make sure this area is clear. Alright, there are no enemies over there. That's good. We can post Drake up there, go on Overwatch, and I think what we'll do is kind of leapfrog forward and set up for our next turn, and once that is finished and everyone is sort of locked, loaded, in a safe position, ready to continue the mission, what we'll do then is go ahead and wrap things up. Gotta say, this hasn't exactly been our finest hour. I mean, it's been almost an hour, but there was nothing really fine about that hour. It's just sort of been an average hour at best. And honestly, considering we've taken as much damage as we have so far, that was probably a wasted heal if it only got her to 9 health. That's not really going to help. We'd have been better off putting that heal on Jaden Smith. I gotta feel that was something of a tactical mistake. Asha's going to advance. Yeah, I'm not real hopeful about the way this mission has gone so far. Now, we have killed a lot of units. We got that going for us. We're not desperate insofar as the number of enemies that we have left. I mean, we're not tearing it up like the Olsen twins or anything out there. I mean, the Olsen twins, holy shit, they've got a lot of enemies. More people than you would ever suspect want the Olsens dead. It's sort of amazing, actually, how hated those two are. But their cutthroat business tactics have really hurt them in the both the public and business worlds. Alright, so we're effectively clear. Well, that was a chrysalid, Drake. I mean, come on. You fought him before, you've heard him before. You can't be surprised. Those are mutons. I'm going to assume muton, probably not berserkers, actually. Those are probably, in all likelihood, muton elites. Which, had we brought an arc throw along on a mission, we might have risked potentially going for a capture on, but, well, we didn't, and we won't, so. Our gunner twins leading the charge. I don't know why. I mean, really, the only explanation is I'm terrible at XCOM, and I think that's pretty evident. I mean, you've watched, what, something like 45 minutes of this video? If you've watched this far, and you've seen me make mistake after mistake, so. The terribleness, I mean, it's no surprise for you. Jaden Smith, shouldn't you be a little quicker than that, buddy? What's the deal? Whatever. Alright, so it looks like the enemy actually has been vanquished, at least from this part of the map. So we're going to move setup, and once our setup move here is completed, we will probably go ahead and wrap things up. I gotta say,
Moving to position.
we've given the aliens about a 6-run lead here, and we're only in, like, the 3rd or 4th inning, maybe. Things not really looking fantastic for Team XCOM. Sean Penn, why don't you take position there? Drake, you're probably good right where you are, man. McBeef, you can leapfrog forward to there. All day. Yeah, just post up behind Sean Penn, that's fine, really. You can go on Overwatch. McBeef gonna Overwatch as well. We'll just take a moment here and make sure the aliens don't surprise us with some kind of hidden tactic that we aren't expecting. Yeah, looks like we're in the clear then. No alien activity for this turn. Alright, and with with our team safe, at least for the nonce. Just kind of doing a quick count here. I want to see how many aliens we've downed. Quite a few, actually. Probably like 15 at least. Yeah, so we're maybe a third of the way through. But the team is safe for the nonce, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, of course, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.